Hello everyone, today I'm going to be fighting all 4 of the weekly bosses in Genshin Impact, and the first one we're doing is Storm Terror. So normally for me, when I first enter whatever you call this, the boss doesn't appear for like a while, and right now I'm just jumping around. And I wait for Storm Terror to come out, and I wait for him to attack. Well, I don't wait for him to attack. I wait for him to, what do we call that? So like, when his claws are on the platform, that's what I wait for. And then I use Kaching to get rid of the, I don't even know what you call it now. And then I just keep doing what I do. Bennett Q, Zhongli Q for some reason, climb up, change out to Kaching Q, and then we keep using Kaching till the end, and then he gets up, and then we have to wait for him to put his claws on the platform. And this part, I really don't like this part because it's so annoying trying to glide onto the next platform. And like, usually he does some attacks when I'm gliding, and that's annoying as well. So I'm almost done gliding, and then I press attack, and I was so scared because I was right on the edge. I was like, I better not fall off. If I fall off, I'm gonna freak out. And then, so now this is the easy part. I wait for him to put his claw down so I can break the white shield thingy majigger. I don't know what it's called. So I just keep using Kaching until he falls down. And then I use Kaching E to get up there. And then I keep using Kaching, and I wait for her ult to come back up. And then I will use her ult, and then I keep doing normal attacks. Yeah. Right? And then this part, he got up when he was like just about to die, and I was so sad because I was one step away, but now you need to make me do this extra part, and I felt so sad and frustrated. So now I'm doing these basic attacks, and I'm like waiting for him to fall back down so I can kill him and then see what trashy artifacts I get. So now the next boss is the wolf boss, and honestly at first I was like, I don't want to ever fight the wolf boss because that time I was maining Xiao, and the thing is he's immune to NMO damage, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight the guy. And then I get Kaching, and I need to fight the wolf boss for her talent level up material. So then I was Kaching, I fight the wolf boss, and I'm like, oh, so he's immune to NMO and cryo damage. I didn't know that before, and so now fighting him is much easier. But the problem is when I was fighting this boss, it took a long time because I didn't need Venti in there, but I was like too lazy to change him out, and then kinda didn't need Zhongli as well. I would have swapped Barbara in. I feel like I don't need his shield. I need Barbara to heal. So when I fought this boss, it took a long time because normally this isn't exactly the team comp that I gave Kaching. This is the team comp that I give Xiao. Kind of, because Xiao needs, I'm not exactly that used to using Xiao ever since I got Kaching. So then I had to give him Venti and Bennett and John Lee to prevent him from like really losing HP when he uses his ult, and then grouping enemies together so I can kind of use Xiao's ult better. I don't need to wait for them to come at me before I use his ult. And then now normally for Kuching, well actually I probably do have Bennett and Venti in Kuching's team as well, but the problem is that with this boss, I don't really use Venti or John Lee in this boss. Yeah, that's the only problem. That's why it took so long. I kept spamming John Lee's E, well, holding John Lee's E because I don't want to take damage. I didn't go to the statue to heal, so Kaching and Bennett, their health is like almost below 50. And I don't always have Bennett's Q up. That's why I usually bring Barbara, because she can heal faster with her E and her Q. But I don't have Barbara, so I have to constantly spam his E. And then this part, I don't even know why they had this part. Like, he wasn't entering his final phase, he just had it because I think I was taking too long or something. So I throw in a couple of attacks and then he does this again, and it's annoying, but like, you know what, it's fine. So I was like, wait, what if I can use Venti and I can hit him? And I kept missing. I was never that good with bow on mobile. So I'm running around spamming John Lee's E, and then the wolf comes and I wait for his animation, and then his animation comes and we have to fight his second phase, and I think, yeah, it was really hard. It was really, really hard. I had to get his Bennett's Q back up so I can heal Kuching, but like, she's taking damage and healing at the same time, and she's almost taking more damage than she's healing, so that's annoying. And then I spam Kuching Q, go back to Bennett, John Lee shield. See, I'm not even using Venti. Why should I put him on my team? Oh my god, sadness. And then switch back to Kuching and keep spamming these basic attacks. Try to not get hit, but running out of stamina. And then keep running out of stamina. Basic attack, shield. Switch back to Kuching, her Q. And then her E. And then keep using basic attack. And then keep attacking and getting hit. John Lee shield. Change to Bennett, try to get his Q back up, change to Kuching, change back to Bennett, and then keep attacking with Bennett until he get his Q back up, but I changed that to Kuching to try to get her Q back up as well. She's almost dead. And then here Bennett, I don't even know how he took that much damage, but he did. And then Bennett died because I was careless. So then I didn't want Kuching to die, so I switched to John Lee, put out his shield, switch back to Kuching, and then after I didn't know, so I used John Lee Q because it does some damage, and then I switch back to Kuching and I end him. And then I go and collect artifacts, but I think the artifacts are really bad as well, so that's sad. So here I actually have Barbara. I use Barbara E, and then I do Xiao, and then John Lee E, and then the thing is, I don't think I've used Xiao to fight level 8 child. It was always Kuching, but like the problem with Kuching is that this boss has some sort of electro and hydro resistance, and it gets harder and harder to fight as he enters his like next phase. And then the thing about Xiao is he doesn't, unless he's doing plunge attacks, or else his he's like really putting out any damage. So I have to like, unless he's in his ult, he can barely do any damage. Which is now I wonder like, why didn't I bring Venti? Because Venti, if you hold down Venti's E, it makes a wind current, and that's pretty good for Xiao. But I guess I just needed Barbara and Bennett, and I needed Zhongli's shield so he can take less damage when he's in his ult. So yeah, that's a bit sad how I don't have Venti right now, or else because I'm missing out on like a lot of damage without Venti being here. So now the boss enters his second phase. I put down Bennett Q, change to Xiao, try to get Xiao's ult back up. His ult is back up. Okay, I press his ult. I do a couple of plunge attacks. I keep doing plunge attacks. I get hit, I fall, I keep doing plunge attacks. More plunge attacks, and he's dying, well, losing HP pretty fast compared to when I use Kuching. When I use Kuching, it usually takes a while for this second phase because he's really fast in the second phase, and I usually can't catch him unless he's like not doing anything and he's just standing there. And then what am I doing over here? Okay, so he's about to enter his third phase. I don't know where the skip button went, so we're gonna watch him transform. Like, I don't even know how he sees through that. He has two eyes, not one. So then he's done transforming, and he's gonna break the floor. Like, doesn't the golden house belong to the Qixing? Why is he allowed to break the floor? So he breaks the floor. Traveler falls, and for some reason Paimon falls as well, even though she can fly. I don't understand why she fell. Maybe she just wants to be with Traveler that bad. And then we start fighting the third phase. And when the third phase starts, he usually teleports to us, so we don't need to run to him. And then I spam Xiao E, and then I wait for him to teleport again because I want to make sure that he stays in one place. And then I do Bennett and Xiao Q, and I do plunge attack, and then he runs. Yeah, he runs. Sadness. And then I'm getting hit. I'm taking a lot of damage here, but that's fine. I just keep spamming my plunges. And then I wait for his Q to come back, so I switch to Barbara. I use Barbara E to heal Xiao. And then Xiao E, plunge attack. Xiao E, plunge attack. Then just keep repeating that until I get his ult. And then I switch to Bennett to try and get his ult back up as well. And then he's like teleporting again, so that's annoying. He can't even stand still. So I'm waiting for Xiao Q to come back up, and his ult is back up, so I use his ult, and I do plunge attacks, and then I just wait to end the boss. And then after I end the boss, I go collect artifacts, which I think this was like the worst round of artifacts, I think, because there was only 1 5-star and 2 4-stars, and there was defense substats, and I did not like that. Okay, so I chose level 70 Asta because ever since I fought him in the story quest, I didn't fight him again. There was no need to, and I didn't want to fight him. He's kind of creepy. He's kind of like, he does a lot of damage, and he can absorb different elements, and that's annoying. So then I'm sticking with the same team combat last round. I do Xiao E, try to get his ult back up because he's the only one who doesn't have his ult back up, and that's annoying. So right now I'm throwing in basic attacks, and then he goes underground, and I jump around, and I wait for him to come back up, and I keep jumping, and then I get hit. And then I use John Lee's shield, and then I put Barbara's E on so I can heal. And then his ult is finally back, so I throw in Bennett Q, and then I use his ult so I can heal and put out and like have a greater damage output. And then he observes the power of Pyro, and then John Lee shield, Barbara E, and I don't know what happened here, but I'm not seeing the cutscene for some reason. I think I'm in first person mode, so then that doesn't matter though. So continuing on. Oh yeah, I'm like taking a lot of damage here, but I put John Lee's shield, switch to Xiao, switch to Venti, try to get their ults back up, and then keep trying to get their ults back up. Okay, their ults are all back up. I throw in Bennett Q, and then Xiao Q, and then plunge attack, more plunge attack, and more plunge attack, and continue doing plunge attack, and then Asta observes the power of Cryo and Xiao dies, so that's a bit sad. I use a fried egg, he came back alive, and then after he comes back alive, Barbara Q to help him revive around 50% of his HP so he can keep fighting with no problem. And then Asta goes underground, so now I have to wait till he comes back up, and then I jump and I sprint and I jump and I sprint and I avoid these ice shards that are flying down.
いつになったらお姉ちゃんみたいに。
いってってってって、一体どこから。この景色を堪能しようとしたが、旧友はもういない。